there is a excellent chance I could get my 2020 Chevrolet Spark back. That's right. And no, I'm not having problems with the Equinox. No. There's an excellent chance I could get the little Sparky back, which is what I named my Spark, and still have the Equinox. All right, I have to paint the picture for y'all first. Especially if you're brand spanking new to my videos, I definitely got to paint the picture. I am on my walking workout. I know I do a lot of videos on my walking workout, but you know what? The adventures are still coming, obviously. I have an adventure video I'm working on now. This may be a long video, and if I keep getting off the subject, it's gonna be even longer. All right. As most of you guys that follow me know, I had a 2020 Chevrolet Spark. I absolutely love this car. Not a darn thing wrong with it. And I traded it in recently for a 2023 Equinox. The only reason I done that is because I needed something bigger. I praised the hell out of my 2020 Spark. I made a video every 5,000 miles. In other words, I made a 5,000 mile review, and it had 30,000 miles on when I traded it in. I love the crap out of that car. But with the adventures and our future plans, we needed something a little bit bigger so it can haul more stuff. Little Sparky, we had it working, but in the future, we want to be able to have something to put kayaks on, and etc. All right, guys. Now, I'm gonna still paint the picture. Let me tell you how this might be possible for me to get the 2020 Chevrolet Spark back home. Now, my daughter has a 2012 Toyota Corolla. Very good. Well, it was a very good car. Lately, there have been some problems with it. This car has over 250,000 miles on it. Pretty much right before we got the Equinox, she had to have the starter replaced. That was 900 bucks, man. And before that, she had to have something else replaced. Well, last night, she gets home and she says, my brakes are making a grinding sound. Do you think I need brakes? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's exactly what I said. If you ever wonder why my goatee is so white, it's because I have 3 kids. We're gonna stop for a second. My leg is hurting today. It's because it's back to winter again. Yeah, weather changing. So I told her, I said, let me go for a ride with you. And I rode down the road, and then I wanted to drive the car back. Oh my God. Yeah, she needs brakes. And there's also something wrong with the steering. I have witnessed what I'm about to tell you before, but I just can't put my finger on what's causing it. Her steering wheel, as she's going up the road, is keep going like this, jerking like that. The wheel's out of balance. I can't put my finger on it. The engine seems to be fine, which is amazing to me because my daughter does not keep up on the oil changes. Nope. She is about a couple years overdue. So I had asked her, I said, usually when your brakes give a sign when you need to change the pads, you will hear a slight squeal. She's like, I didn't hear anything. It's probably because I listened to my music so loud, Dad. I was like, oh boy. And when you go to put the brakes on, it's pretty much to the floor and it is grinding. I told Elizabeth, I said, you're probably gonna need new rotors, everything. And I have no idea what's up with the steering right now. That's gonna be a big old charge there too. So I told my daughter, I said, if you want to hear my advice, you have 1 or 2 things you can do. 1, go put it in the shop, get it fixed. But I'm gonna tell you now, with that many miles, and you have not taken care of that car, it's only a matter of time before something else breaks down. The car is served its time, Elizabeth. Over 250,000 miles. It has definitely served its time. She's like, what's the other option? I said, hey, take it down to the car lot that we buy cars at, you know, where I got the Defiant, where you got this car from, the Toyota, where I got the little Sparky, and we actually bought Justin's car there. take it down there and trade your car in for a newer car. Now, here it comes. About my little 2020 Chevrolet Spark. I named little Sparky. First of all, I'm sorry for making you guys wait. I had to paint the picture. So I had told Elizabeth, I said, get on the website and look at the cars they have. And yes, she was hoping to find another Toyota. And the only reason I believe this car has lasted out this long, y'all, because it is a Toyota. Toyotas are damn good cars, folks. They truly are. My wife and we owned a couple of them through the years. So she was going through the cars there, and she found a couple Toyota Corollas, and she found another car, and she's like, hey, Mom and Dad, your Chevrolet Spark, what color was that? Was it black? I was like, Elizabeth, seriously? Seriously, Elizabeth? She's one of the smartest people I know of in this world, but sometimes I wonder about her. I said, of course it was black. She's like, okay. I am looking at a 2020 Chevrolet Spark, and could it be yours? So immediately Angie is like, it have 30,000 miles on it? Yeah. Then I was like, is the windows tinted? Yeah. I said, it has pictures? Yeah. I said, let me see this. It's my old car, man. It's little Sparky. Yes. So guys, without missing a beat, instantly I was like, you want this car, Elizabeth? Yes, let's bring little Sparky back home where it belongs. You know this was a damn good, reliable car. You know this. And what's my daughter say right after I said that? I don't like the stereo in it. Let me get to that. Personally, I think the little Spark had a mighty fine stereo, but when we bought the car, it didn't have speakers in the back of the car. Quite a few speakers were missing. Now, let me paint the picture on that real quick. When we bought the car, it was a couple days before COVID. So when we bought the car, it took us a couple days for us to notice there was no speakers there. We called the guy back, Josh, that we bought the car off of. He says, well, I can set you up to get that, speakers put in. Of course, no cost to you, because they must have came from the manufacturers like that. And I had set you up about a month from today. Well, COVID hit, guys, okay? We wasn't able to keep the appointment because their shop closed down for a while, and a whole year and a half had went by before things started getting back on track. And we're just like, nah, we don't need speakers. But I told Elizabeth, I said, that can be replaced easily. I said, please, please, for the love of ketchup and pickle juice, think about it. See, I know this car. She should know this car. Ain't wasn't a damn thing wrong with the car, y'all. Well, there was another thing going on with the rims, but we'll get into that. There wasn't nothing wrong with this car. A very reliable car, cheap on gas, a nice car. She's driven it quite a few times. She did like it. Well, she did say it was kind of small. Now, Elizabeth works the furthest away from home, y'all. And for her to go to work, it's all highway driving. If something happens, she breaks down, she doesn't have a place to pull off. It could be very bad. And she shouldn't be having that much problems with the size of little Sparky, because the car she's having to use now to go to work is my son's car, which is a Miata. It's smaller than little Sparky, and she absolutely loves that car. Well, a lot of people do. I do too. It's a sports car. You can put the top down on that. It's convertible. But you won't be doing this on a day like today. That's for dang sure. Okay, I got one more lap to do. Let's stop for a minute. My leg is hurting today because of the weather changing. Okay, if I could find a decent enough picture, which I'll be using this picture more than likely in the thumbnail, right there's my 2020 Chevrolet Spark. I did a 5,000 mile review on this car every 5,000 mile, made a video on it. I also kept in a little book every time we put gas in it. We also kept up on every oil change. This car was taken care of. It was also continuously cleaned by me. The only thing wrong with the car is the rims were oxidizing. And also it doesn't have speakers. So I told Elizabeth, if we ever go in to get this car, we could get some of the price knocked down. Guarantee, because who else knows the car better than me and Angie? And also the car is a heck of a lot cheaper than the two Toyotas that she's looking at. So this morning Elizabeth gets up and she says, okay, I think we could go ahead and try to trade my car in for another car. I have 3 cars to choose from. And I said, please tell me that little Sparky's one of them. She's like, yes, Dad. But the other 2 are Toyotas. I said, yes! Ooh, that wind is cold. The decision is 100% up to Elizabeth, guys. I can't tell her what to do. So I am prepared for us to get down there. We're supposed to be doing this tomorrow. So I'm prepared for us to go down there and her to choose another vehicle. But believe me, you. That makes sense, believe me, you. Trust me when I say I love to have little Sparky back home. Oh my God, would I ever love to have my little car back. Although it would be Elizabeth's car, but I would love to have it back home because I absolutely love that car. The only reason I traded it in, I needed something bigger for our adventures, for our fishing gear, camping gear. And yes, we are thinking about either trying kayaks or canoe. Yes. If I actually was able to start doing a canoe, I could find endless fishing places around in my creeks down here. Yes, I can. And get it work out the boot. As far as my Equinox, I will give a 5,000 mile review on that. It just now has a little bit over 700 miles on it. Yeah, we went for a long ride yesterday. Just to see how to do. It did excellent. There's nothing wrong with this. I will get into that. It's a whole other vehicle. But we're headed to the car lot tomorrow. I got yard work to do, I think. Or, yeah, I think I got yard work. After I get done doing the yard work, I got to clean her car up. Make it look halfway decent, because she's going to use it for a trade-in. I also told her to prepare herself. She won't get much money on that trade-in. No. Afraid not. But she will get some. And then me, her, and my wife are headed down to see what we can do. And just maybe, she might go for the little Sparky. Wouldn't that be freaking awesome? But there's always that possibility she may not. So guys, now you know how there's an excellent chance me getting little Sparky back. My wife knows what to look for buying a car as much as I do now. God, we've been through this so many years. And the reason I say this is, it is a very good possibility I'm going to be biased when we get to the lot. I am going to try to get her to get the Spark. But I think my best choice is not to say a word, because it has to be her decision. She has to choose what she gets. I can't force it on her. What kind of father would I be if I did that? Although I really wish she would. I'd give anything, but the choice is up to her. And again, we might not be able to do anything. She may not be able to get any car. We just don't know. I think she can though. So guys, tomorrow I will make another video of this, and it's probably gonna be a long one. I will show you her car she has now. When we get down there, if we still do this, she still might change her mind. She might tell me tonight, well, I decided to put my car in the shop, Mom and Dad. So if she still chooses this, I will take you guys through the whole process, every bit of it, and we will take a look at little Sparky. That's right. She don't really have to test drive that, but you know. So guys, wouldn't it be so cool to get a little Sparky back in the family? Even though we won't be the owners, but still it'd be home where it belongs. Wouldn't that be so freaking cool? And not to mention, we would have 3 black cars then. Right now we have 2, because her car's red. She doesn't want a red car. She did say that. All right, guys, till next time. Come on, let's get out of here. I'm headed home. We'll catch you in either the next day or the next couple days. And by the way, my last video, I do apologize for being so long, but you're going to have videos like that, y'all. You know what? You're going to have videos like that sometimes. When I got a lot to say, like on today's video and the last video, I just don't want to shut up. All right, guys, we'll catch you in a couple days. Come on, let's get out of here.